So, with this person being used to being exposed to domestic violence, this is somebody who's possibly loud, they're boisterous, they have a tendency to talk over you, they talk at you, not to you. And see, this is somebody who's not used to speaking over them, words of encouragement, words of kindness. Like I said, you're the type of person that really cared about their well being. And I feel that like this is somebody who really doesn't know how to provide because they've been in survival mode. This could even be somebody who has like a background. They could be a felon or something like that. But it's just giving me that like this is somebody who already had been through a lot to where when it came to you, they knew that they couldn't match your energy. They knew that they couldn't level up in the expectations of what you had. But yet at the same time, it was just something about the way that you made them feel. In the way that you made them feel, it puffed again their ego. And it's like now things are starting to hit them at the heart. They're going through an ego death because everything that they thought that they knew, you're the one that's showing them that they're wrong. Like I said, this person may be smart, but being a high school dropout is not the best choice. So a smart dummy. But yeah, it's like you're showing this person how wrong they are. And it's like they're wishing for the love that you gave now. And that's why they've been tugging on your energy. What else, Spirit? What else in regards to this? See, this is somebody who's used to psychological abuse. So see, this is somebody who possibly see what I'm okay. In part one, I mentioned like this is somebody who by design wanted you to doubt. See, this is somebody who's used to somebody like creating doubts and implementing mind games within this person to where the mind games is where they realize like this is the way that I can control. If I get this person to react in this way, then that means I control them. So this person is pretty much used to head games and wanting to control. And that's exactly why Spirit is saying you're done second guessing because you never really had mental peace around this person. It was like this person would flip things and turn things around on you, trigger you, make you anxious, make you feel like you were the cause when they were blaming you, when all along the while they were the cause. See, they're used to extreme punishment. So it's like they basically put you through extreme measures, 2, 3, 4, just because of the way of how they were raised. But I just see that like this is somebody who was around like tough love, but yet it wasn't even love included. It was just like this is somebody who went through extreme measures. What else, Spirit? And I feel that like the person who raised the person that you were dealing with, they took their anger out on your person to where that energy just projected. Hurt people hurt people. So I see that this is also somebody who experienced molestation as well. So this could be somebody who's very lustful, so maybe with this person, and maybe that's why you were turned off because it was like maybe their love language was always lustful, sexual, instead of more so affection, gentleness, that. So I just feel that like this is somebody who really doesn't know how to give affection in a healthy way. They just give affection to receive what they want. I feel that like this is somebody who's also been bullied and controlled. They didn't know how to say no, so it's like this is exactly how they treated you. They tried to bully and control you. The more that you would say no, the more that they would react. So it's like you drew a line and created boundaries, but you've been the first one to stand up to them versus pacify them, and that's the thing that's waking this person up. You were patient, you were kind, you were gentle, but enough was enough because you were not receiving that same reciprocity. What else, Spirit? Yeah, and I just see that like in regards to the molestation, maybe this is something that took place within their family or just the person who adopted this person, but it's just giving me the someone close. Someone near and dear did this to this person. And that's exactly why you were the catalyst that was meant to be in this person's life to show them that love exists. But again, it's not always through the people that they have in mind. This person had trust issues. It's giving me that like this person was more mean to women than men. But yet at the same time, it's like when it came to you, They just always question you because you were always sincere, you were always consistent. This person isn't even used to consistency. And it's like now that you're gone, they're learning what love is without you. They're learning what love is without you. Ain't that fucked up? Give me a few more, Spirit. So this is somebody who also maybe had to raise their siblings or young ones at a young age. And I just see that like this is exactly why this person really doesn't want to take on responsibilities or feel tied down, because at a young age they were already tied down. They didn't really have a childhood. So this is somebody whose inner child isn't really lighthearted fun. I feel that like this person's inner child is really mean and cruel, uptight. But I just see that like this person had responsibilities at a young age. So this is somebody who really doesn't even understand like how you're so happy. And you know, it's almost giving me a little bit of envy because you didn't have to go through these things as far as what they've been through. And I just said growing up too fast. So yeah, this is somebody who really envies that you possibly had it easy. And it's not that even you've had it easy, but yet at the same time, you just didn't remain stuck and stagnant. This is somebody who's remaining stuck and stagnant because they really don't have no example until they met you. And even without you, it's like they're having to learn the hard way through trial and error, through karma, and through their choices. But yeah, this is somebody who's realizing that you truly did love them. But this is exactly a part of what makes them avoidant. Did you hear the horn? This is exactly what makes this person avoidant. They had to grow up fast. They didn't really have time to deal with their emotions. No one really checked in to see how they were doing. So it's just giving me that like they took everything out on the world, but yet they trauma dumped on you. Yeah, this person has went through almost every type of abuse: domestic, psychological, physical. So this is giving me that this person could even be short-tempered as well. Maybe this is somebody who would be instant to go off, and when you would try to talk to them, they would, why you tripping? And it's like, damn, like I'm not attacking you, but they're used to being attacked. So anything emotional based, this person just shuts down and reacts because they've never had to deal with their emotions. They've always been abused, pushed away, manipulated. Yeah, they're used to seeing relationships that don't last. So for you to be the person or the individual that was really putting them in a position to create something long lasting, they've never had nothing because they've lost everything. But I just had to tap in to really just let you know like this person really, they've been through some shit. And the truth is, they really didn't have the capacity, let alone the heart, to be able to be open enough to give you love. But the reason why they're pulling on your heartstrings is because they feel that love more now than ever.